everyone, my name is Umi. Welcome to another episode of Full Moon with Umi. I'm excited to be back because this full moon is in Aquarius and I myself am an Aquarius, so the synchronicity is just lining up right now. Aquarius is an air sign. It's all about the journey inward. It's about the inner awakening and it's about introspection. So I wanted to share with you my theory of introspection. So for this next moon, for this next month, you could spend and harness the Aquarius energy to do that kind of inner awakening within you. And I think it's also perfect because if you may or may not know, I recently dropped a new project and film titled Introspection. And the reason why I wanted to center my newest project on introspection is because I think the process of introspection is the key to humanity living a more fulfilled, happy, and centered life. I think that introspection is the key to us elevating our state of consciousness. And so I wanted to share my learnings over the past year with my journey inward with you. So without further ado, let's get into my theory of introspection. So, what is introspection? As I kind of stated before, introspection is the journey inward. It's taking the time to kind of silence the world around you and put more consciousness to the voice within you. You can do this inward reflection through meditation, through art, you can do it through dance, you can do it through practicing silence, going on a silent walk, or just sitting silently in your room. Introspection is so important because as you start to do this inner listening, you start to realize that there is a you, and then there's a you within you that is controlling the thoughts that come to mind, your emotions and your reactions to things. It seems to be like the essence of you within you. And I think it's so important for us to connect with that inner voice within us because that inner voice, your higher self, you can call it your inner voice, you can call it your intuition, you can call it your essence self. That you within you is the one who's ultimately shaping your reality, because reality is an outcome of your perception, meaning the way that your inner you chooses to perceive reality around you in itself shifts reality. And by realizing that, like, whoa, I actually have an inner narrator that seems to be controlling this like outward me, you start to take power back and life starts to feel less out of control. Life seems to feel less out of your hands. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's an emotion a lot of us feel right now. And I think the reason why we are a bit disconnected with that voice within us, disconnected from our essence self, is because we haven't done that silencing. We haven't done that peaceful reflection. And I want to go through and talk about kind of the two reasons I think that inward silence is so important. The first reason is because as you go inward, you start to realize how many choices you actually have the power to make in everyday life. Every decision, every perception you have is your choice, but some of those choices have become unconscious. For example, let's say I or someone else was to offend you. Your initial reaction might be to get angry, to get defensive, or to take what I said personally, and you might blame me or blame whoever offended you for your feelings. Say, because that person said that to me, I am angry now. You're going to carry that anger with you. But when you do this inward reflection, you start to realize, wait, I actually don't have to get angry. That's kind of a unconscious reaction, a conditioned reaction I have, and I can actually choose to be happy if I want. I can choose to laugh at the offensive thing that someone said to me. I can choose to, with love, inform this person on why what they said was inappropriate. And as you start to shift something that is initially negative into a positive emotion within you, you take back your power as a conscious decision maker and you start to radiate more positivity in your everyday life. Another example is, let's say you're on your way to work and you get stuck in traffic and now you're 20 minutes late. Your initial reaction could be to blame the world, to blame everyone else who's on the freeway and say, I can't believe I'm late to work. I can't believe the world is doing this to me. Or you could blame yourself. I wish I would have left earlier, And then you get to work and you're angry and you're frustrated. What you can instead do is actually say, wait, I got 20 extra minutes to listen to a podcast. I have 20 extra minutes to catch up with my friend or my parents. And as you shift something that seems initially negative into something positive, you again start to radiate more positivity and joy around you. You start to see everything in life as an opportunity for transmutation. Life no longer is happening to you, it's happening for you. And that slight shift in perception through inward reflection allows you to take your power back as a conscious decision maker. So that's the first reason why I think that introspection is very important. The second reason why I think introspection is important is because as you start to go inward, you start to realize your perception of self, without you knowing, is actually pretty outwardly centered. What I mean by this is that you start to make decisions or base your self-worth and your confidence not on your essence self, not on your inner voice, but on a need to uphold an assumption of society, uphold an image to society and the people around you. Take, for example, the clothes that you wear. I don't think we take a lot of time to ask, why do I wear the clothes that I wear? Am I wearing it because my essence self feels like what I'm wearing is a reflection of me? It makes me genuinely happy to wear these clothes. Or are you wearing it because you want to uphold an image to the people around you? You want the people around you to compliment you. And by complimenting you, that makes you feel better. Or you're wearing it because this is the brand. And by wearing this brand, I'm projecting an outward image to the people around me. That's not really who you are. That is a label that you're trying to uphold in society, and over time that's going to start to weigh on you. It's going to start to make you feel like you're not living your true self. Another example is maybe a career that you're pursuing. Are you pursuing that career because your essence self knows that that is your passion, that is your purpose in life, or because the outward society told you that's what's going to make you successful, that's what's going to make you stable, that's what mom or dad did, you know? And so you start to make decisions not because you really want to make decisions, but because society is making you make these decisions. And that's what can make you feel like you're not in control of your life. That's what can make you feel like you're missing something in life. But when you take back your power and you start to make decisions based on who you truly are, life becomes more of a reflection of your true self. And I think that is how we lived a fulfilled life. And I think if you don't listen to that voice inside you, it's eventually going to catch up to you, because you're very smart and your intuition is very smart. So the earlier you start to get connected with your essence self through introspection, through that inner silence, the more every single day is a reflection of that high frequency of the inner you. And finally, some ways that you can practice introspection, as I stated earlier, is through meditation, through journaling, through art. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link for you a meditation down below that was very helpful in me hearing my inner voice and connecting with my inner voice. But without a guided meditation, you can also just sit in silence. Begin by centering your breath so that you can calm down your thoughts, calm down your heart rate, and then start to observe your thoughts and question your thoughts. Why do I think these things? Why do I feel sad today? Why do I feel happy today? Who am I? Start to ask those deeper questions in that silence, and a lot of answers and clarity will come to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it brought you some insights, some breakthroughs in your thinking. Don't worry if everything I said did not make sense to you or didn't stick to you. Your subconscious processed it. Your subconscious heard me. All you have to do is apply the little things that made sense to you, the little things that felt good to you every day. And when you come back to this video in a month, in a week, in a year, the things will start to stick more and make more sense to you. But it's all about making slight shifts in your perception every day to manifest a beautiful life for you. So happy introspecting, happy full moon. I love you and I am proud of you. Mwah. Love you.